Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana, where we see Purdue and Indiana with the All-American Marching Band, the world's largest big bass drum, and Purdue's mascot, the Boilermakers Special. Indiana and Purdue will be fighting for a spot in the Big Ten title game to play Oregon if they beat Washington, but if not, then it could be Michigan if they hold on against Ohio State. But what we know is that these teams are ready to play for a Big Ten title game appearance. And Indiana, who has really turned things around in the last few years, and then Purdue with Barry Odom. Indiana won last season 66-0, but now Purdue would like another shot to turn things around. There's Purdue Pete, and we are ready to get underway. Final spread is Indiana minus 5.5. And now we see the reigning Coach of the Year, Curt Cignetti, who welcomes his offense out onto the field to play for the old Oaken Bucket, trailing big time in the series, but they will send out their Heisman Mendoza, as they've been calling him, third in the Heisman odds, second in FBS in touchdown passes. His first throw in the flat to Nowakowski is complete, and it's 2nd and 9. The Purdue crowd giving it their all. Mendoza with an option. He keeps it and takes it all the way to the 40-yard line, a rush for 15 yards. One of the more underrated weapons in college football this season. He throws it underneath to Charlie Becker, and he'll get a gain of 6 to the 46-yard line. Fernando Mendoza, the Cal transfer, 2 for 2 with 7 yards, and they run it with Hemby for 3, and it'll be a 3rd and 1. So Purdue's first big opportunity coming up. 3rd down and 1. They give it to Hemby. He is stuffed, and they will go out to punt. -1 yards over 2 rushes. Manny Powell on the tackle, and Indiana is going to punt with McCarthy. And it will not be returnable. It goes out of bounds at the 15-yard line, so Purdue will be a little bit backed up. And we will have an opportunity now to see Ryan Brown. And here is Michael Jackson III. He'll be matched up with D'Angelo Pons, one of the better defenders in the Big Ten and nationally. And Purdue has Ryan Brown at QB in his sophomore redshirt season. They give it to Jaheim Merriweather. They've had some running back injuries, and Coach Barry Odom said that they could have Maccabee play later in the second half, but they just want to see if he's ready to go or not. The throw is incomplete, intended for E.J. Horton. We'll see if Purdue can get the offense going, but here comes Indiana's great defensive line, and they get to Ryan Brown. So a 3 and out. The drive goes backwards 9 yards, and Jack McAllister is out here to punt. We'll see where it ends up. This is a great win for the Indiana defense. That sack there. And it's a fair catch at the 46-yard line, so Indiana will take over in Purdue territory. Now the second possession offensively for Indiana. Hemby decides to go outside, broke a tackle, but could not get away from another one. Fernando Mendoza trying to get activated. He throws to the outside. It's Charlie Becker, spins, and is tackled at the 38. As we are witnessing a little bit of technical difficulties. Charlie Becker's been one of Mendoza's favorites. He throws to Hemby, spins free for a first down, just barely. And Mendoza is 4 for 4 on completions, and Indiana has a first down. And they're probably in field goal range, but they're going to be thinking about a touchdown. Mendoza drops back, fires to Nowakowski, and he's got a first down to the 22-yard line. About halfway through the first quarter, Mendoza fires over the middle. Charlie Becker gets in the end zone, and Indiana is on the board first. The Hoosiers strike, and Mendoza has tied Carson Beck at number 1 in FBS in passing touchdowns, 7-0. And now this will be Purdue's first possession without being so backed up. And they fire to George Burren, the tight end, for a gain of 5 yards. 2nd and 5 at the 30. It's E.J. Horton in the flat, and he's got a first down to the 36. A key theme this season for the Boilermakers was in the 2 losses to Notre Dame and Michigan, they weren't able to run, and Ryan Brown runs up the middle for a first down. Being at home really does make a big difference for Purdue. It's play action. Ryan Brown throws, and it's caught by Michael Jackson III. An empty set for Brown here. He throws, and it's caught by E.J. Horton, another chunk gain for 7 yards. And now Horton is nearing 900 yards. He throws in the backfield, It's caught by Merriweather for a first down. Very sorry about our tech issues, but Brown drops back, fires is completed to Jaheim Merriweather again for a gain of 9. It's 3rd and 3. It's Brown looking, and it's incomplete, intended for George Burren. It's 1st and goal. They're trying to even things here with their rival. The run. It is close by Llewellyn to the 2-yard line, and Michael Jackson III has injuries. Here's the 2nd and goal at the 2. They hand it off to Jaheim Merriweather, who's in. Touchdown, Purdue. They go all the way, and they are an extra point away from Parath from tying up the old Oak and Bucket game. In a very, very long time, maybe ever, and the run for 3 yards is tackled by Crew Wackley, and Mendoza is going to need to step up because Purdue is ready to come in here and get the job done. The run from Hemby is for 10 yards and a first down. And he's finally starting to get things going with that run. Had only 4 rushes for 5 yards, now 5 rushes for 15 yards. And here is play action to Roman Hemby, and Mendoza is under pressure. He just barely lets it fly, and that could have been a disaster. 2nd and 10, first quarter winding down. Play action, fires, it's completed to Riley Nowakowski over the middle of the field at the 47-yard line, and we'll see if they run another play. 8 seconds remaining. Mendoza play action. He's looking deep, and it was a dangerous throw intended for Omar Cooper that was broken up. And with 5 seconds to go, Mendoza short screen pass to Roman Hemby. Can he get the first down? Not quite yet, but it's going to be a 3rd and 1. End of the first quarter. The Hoosiers and Boilermakers are in a tight battle in a rivalry game for the old Oak and Bucket and a spot in the Big Ten Championship. Motioning Mendoza. And on 3rd and 1, he fires, it's completed. Riley Nowakowski again, and he's got a first down to the 32-yard line of Purdue. And they line up quickly with 5:48 to go in the second quarter. Fernando Mendoza looking to boost his Heisman campaign. He throws deep. What a throw to Charlie Becker. And Mendoza's up to 114 yards on the day. These red zone drives really define games, and the throw is caught to E.J. Williams, and it's 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line. They could challenge and see if it was a touchdown, or no, they just hurried up. And a 2nd and goal at the 1. Purdue blitzes, and Manny Powell gets to Roman Hemby. So a 3rd and goal at the 4 upcoming. And a huge play here for both sides. A defensive opportunity for Purdue, and they capitalize and get to Mendoza, the first sack of the game. And this crowd is wild right now, trying to hope for the first miss of the young Nico Radicic's career. In the last 2 seasons at Indiana, he's been perfect, and it will stay that way. 10-7, Hoosiers in front after the field goal. I'd say this game is turning out pretty nice, and they run it with Jaheim Merriweather, who tries to get every yard, bulldozing himself through, but cannot find much. So it's 2nd and 9 at the 26. Here is Brown, drops back, looking, an aggressive catch is made by George Burren in a risky tight zone. Now Brown, Indiana rushing, and they throw it to Merriweather, and he does not get anything on the screen. 2nd and 10, Indiana brings pressure, and it's a completion to E.J. Horton to the outside again, and it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 for Purdue from the Indiana 46. They go deep, and it's incomplete. That could have been intercepted, but it was instead knocked down by D'Angelo Pons. And 4th and 2. They go with the short pass, and it's incomplete. They had a defender lurking, and Purdue turns it over on downs, and this could be a major momentum swing in favor of the Hoosiers. Here's Mendoza. Play action and throw is completed to Nowakowski. Riley Nowakowski with his 5th catch, and he's up to 50 yards on the day, and a 2nd and 2 now in Purdue territory already with just an 8-yard completion. And it's another short pass. It's caught by Omar Cooper, and he's still going to the 34. And Riley Nowakowski is injured. That could be a tough loss if he's unable to get up and continue to play. Here is Mendoza looking to get a better drive. The throw is completed again to Roman Hemby. These are short throws that he's completing, but it's working. 2nd and 6 now. It's play action and a penalty. E.J. Williams got a first down, but yes, it is coming back for an eligible man downfield. So that wipes away a first down, and now Mendoza looks with the short completion, and he gets a 4-yard gain. And here is Fernando Mendoza with a 3rd and 7. Purdue blitzes. He barely gets it out, and it'll be a 4th and 7. And they are very lucky to stay in field goal range. Nika Radicic, 1 for 1 with a chip shot field goal. Here's another one from 48. It is on the way, and it is good. So the Hoosiers take a 13-7 lead. Purdue needs to get the running game going. In their 2 losses, they were not able to run, and that was not a good way to get started. 2:55 to go in the second quarter, just under 3 minutes, and we'll see if they can get a touchdown drive, but points here would be very big. And now, here is a route from Michael Jackson III that faked out the defense, and they get a first down to the 41-yard line. And now, after a chunk play, they run it to Merriweather, and he's going backwards again. This Hoosiers defensive line with Stephen Daly, it was that time, stepping up big and getting Purdue behind the sticks. And now we're getting close to the 2-minute warning. The throw is not yet a first down, but they get it to Michael Jackson III, and Jaheim Merriweather looks injured. And that will stop the clock without costing either team a timeout. So in motion is Horton. And they look, Michael Jackson III has a first down catch to the 47 of Indiana. On 1st and 10, Ryan Brown looking. They go to the outside. Jaheim Merriweather, that'll be a chunk play to the Indiana 30. A gain of 17. Ryan Brown again fires, and it's incomplete. The defense read that one. Under 2 minutes to go. Purdue is a little bit outside the red zone. The throw is incomplete, intended for Llewellyn. And Llewellyn's in motion to the outside. They throw to Horton underneath. And another decision to make. The Hoosiers will call timeout and let them think about it. Odom trots his offense out there on 4th down for a 3rd time tonight. Llewellyn in motion again, and they go to Horton underneath again, and it's a first down. Purdue is in the red zone, and they are close. Play clock at 33. Ryan Brown. He's looking. He will find his man Llewellyn down to the 4. Or the 3, 1st and goal for Purdue, and Indiana uses their 2nd timeout of the half. And a 1st and goal at the 3. Here's Llewellyn again. Oh my goodness, what a hit from Indiana. And it's 2nd and goal at the 7 with a 4-yard loss. Andrew DePapai. And it's 2nd and goal here for the Purdue Boilermakers. What a big hit. And now they throw. E.J. Horton, he almost got in the end zone, and he is close at the 1-yard line. Indiana does not have a timeout, so Purdue might as well just wind the clock. We'll see when they do snap it. And it's a quarterback sneak with Ryan Brown. Touchdown, Purdue. And they are an extra point away from taking the lead here for the first time in the Old Oaken Bucket game. A 14-play, 74-yard drive, and they take the lead 14-13 over their arch rival. They've had bad kick returns, and this is just what Purdue is trying to do. Make sure that they have the lead going into the break, and they'll have the ball. So sort of double dipping. The throw to the sideline is caught, and that's a big gain to the 34-yard line, a gain of 20, and they're going to hurry it up. We'll see if they spike it. It looks like the answer is no. No spiking it. They will go straight ahead and play. So 25 seconds left in the half. Mendoza looking, steps up. Oh, the ball's out, and Purdue falls on top of it. They've recovered a fumble, and they're in field goal range at the 32-yard line. It's Ian Jeffries, the defensive end. And now, here come the Boilermakers. Brown snaps it quickly. They throw to Maccabee, who's in the game on his senior day, and he catches it for a negative 3-yard gain, so a 3-yard loss. Now, the interesting thing, Maccabee was the only returning starter from last year's team as he rushes for a 3-yard gain. And he could have stayed, but he wanted to pursue his degree and finish it all at Purdue. They run it with Maccabee again to get better field position, and it'll be 4th and 2. They call timeout quickly. That's their first of the half, and they will be kicking a field goal. And pardon me, I said Maccabee could have stayed. He could have left. But here comes Spencer Porath from 41 yards to take a 17-13 lead into the half, and that is what they do. The 17th ranked Purdue Boilermakers lead the 9th ranked Indiana Hoosiers in the battle for the Old Oaken Bucket, 17-13. Here are our team stats at halftime. Indiana with much more yards per play, but they've had a turnover, and Purdue has had longer drives, and just logistics cashing in has been capitalized by Purdue. And here's the return for Armad Branch to the 26-yard line. Llewellyn back in the game as RB1. They give him a draw, and he gets to the 29. And Purdue has a real opportunity. This is the first time where they've had the ball, the lead, and real time to work with. As here's a 4-yard run for Llewellyn. And here's a 3rd and 3 from their own 33. They look, E.J. Horton underneath, and that's what he's done all day, and it continues to work for the Gold and Black. 5:24 to go. 1st and 10 at the 45. Brown rolling, and he might as well throw it away. That's what he does. Smart decision. And here's Brown. 2nd and 10. They need some yards, and they go to Michael Jackson III, and he'll get them 8 of them. 3rd and 2. Momentum really shifting here, and a draw to Llewellyn. Llewellyn to the Indiana 38. And now another handoff to Llewellyn. He breaks free. Llewellyn to the 23. Now 1st and 10 for Purdue. Looking, and he wanted Horton. Now he's going to step up and run. Ryan Brown to the 9. And they give it back to Ade Llewellyn, and he cannot find a hole. Michael Jackson III is injured. And now, here's Brown looking. It's E.J. Horton, and now Purdue has a passing touchdown. They take a 2-possession lead. This Indiana possession will be a make or break. It's Roman Hemby on the run. This possession will just completely alter the season, good or bad. And Mendoza on the keeper with a 20-yard run to the 35. And one of Purdue's problems this season has just been letting teams get back into the game. This is a chance for their defense to shut the door, and they get to Roman Hemby quickly. 2nd and 9, Mendoza's back to pass, and no, he won't get it off because he is sacked instead by Parker Meese, his 2nd sack of the game. And a 3rd and 15 at their own 30. A huge play for the Hoosiers. Mendoza gonna go deep for Omar Cooper. It is knocked down. 4th down for Indiana. And now they're gonna punt with McCarthy. With under 3 to go in the 3rd quarter, they are gonna need a stop. And a sky kick. It does not go far. Michael Jackson III returns it barely, but they are at midfield. The Boilermakers can taste a potential Big Ten championship berth. And they hand it off. Ade Llewellyn almost found the hole, but instead he got a 2-yard run. And they might speed it up, but it would be a smart idea to start slowing things down for Purdue. Brown drops back, throws, gets an easy completion to E.J. Horton, and did not quite get it. It's 3rd and inches. Here they might just try and get the 1st down. That's what they do, and they just got enough. A 1st down on a quarterback sneak for Purdue. And they are nearing field goal range. It's Ade Llewellyn, and he will not find a hole, and he is injured now. That was not a good occurrence for Purdue. Just another running back injury. So Maccabee comes back into the game. And he's going to go to the other side, but no, they will find E.J. Horton, opposite side of the field, a big gain, and they're at the 17 in the red zone. And now they will go with Devin Maccabee at running back. This could be bad for Indiana because Purdue has their RB1 in, and he gets an 8-yard rush. At the 9, 2nd and 2, Maccabee cuts back. Maccabee will get a touchdown. Purdue starting to blow it open in the Old Oaken Bucket game. The extra point is good. It is 31-13 Boilermakers. And here it is, another bad kick return. They go to E.J. Williams. They get 4 yards, but it's going to need more than that to get 18 points with a minute to go in the 3rd. Unanswered is what they're going to need. Purdue has 24 unanswered after falling behind 13-7. Mendoza, another keeper on the read option, and that's another good run. That's been a really bright spot for Indiana today. Mendoza, 1st and 10 at their own 37. He throws. It's caught by Roman Hemby, but he gets nothing. And now Mendoza drops back. Mendoza looking, and he's hit, just threw it at the ground. So it's 3rd and 10. Ian Jeffries made the hit. Huge 3rd and 10 for Indiana. Mendoza's looking, he's got a man, it's Charlie Becker, and he did extend his hand and get the first down. Mendoza 1st and 10 at the 47. It's a slip screen to Roman Hemby, and he flips the field and gets to the Purdue 47. 2nd and 4, they run it with Hemby to the outside, and it's going to be a loss of 1. 3rd down and 5, Mendoza pressures in. Mendoza throws, it is knocked away. 4th down and 5, and the Hoosiers are going to punt with 1 second to go in the 3rd. This would not be a smart move, but they have faith in their defense. And it's not a good punt either. Nitro Tuggle on the return. And Purdue holds a 31-13 lead after 3. And here are our rankings presented by Discover. Purdue is not in the field right now. Indiana is. But Purdue knows they could be a Big Ten automatic qualifier if they can get the win. Purdue will probably be in conservative mode now as they run it with Maccabee, but they can tick off about 40 seconds every time, and that is exactly what they will be doing right now. Purdue with a 2nd and 8. Oh, an open man, it's Horton, but instead, Brown is sacked by Jamari Sharp. The positive thing is, it's still clock runs, and under 5 minutes to go. Looking for his tight end, George Burren. He could not make the catch, so the clock will stop. A huge break for Indiana. A 4th and 15 now, 3 and out for Purdue. And Jack McAllister will punt. And it is not a bad one. The return by Brady. Oh my goodness, he did not get anywhere. And they'll be down at the 35. Mendoza's Heisman hopes are being crushed as we speak. Mendoza steps up, throws, it's intercepted. And that just added a cherry on top, a pick, and Purdue will get it at the 39 and have a chance to chew the clock. So as long as they don't go negative, they should be able to kick a field goal from here and waste some time so long as Indiana doesn't burn all their timeouts. And they run it with Maccabee. Maccabee in motion to the outside. Brown. They throw it to Maccabee. Defenders come in, he makes a move and gets to the 34, and it's 3rd and 5. Do you want a possible first down or 30 seconds off the clock? They keep it, which was not a smart move, and it'll be 4th and 8. A 54-yard field goal attempt from Spencer Parath. He hit one from 41. The kick on the way is good, right down the middle. And that just made things a touch harder for Indiana, but still a 3-possession game. They're going to need to hurry stuff up. Under 3 minutes to go. Here's Mendoza. Or at least make the stat line pretty to throw underneath, and they'll get 3. There's no way around it. They need a touchdown. Mendoza fires over the middle. It's completed again. What a day Charlie Becker's been having. And they do hurry it up. And no spiking. It's a little too early or a little unnecessary. They're going to need efficiency down the field. And Mendoza drops back, throws, is complete to Roman Hemby, and gets out of bounds with a 4-yard gain. Mendoza looking, and it's incomplete, intended for E.J. Williams. That would have been a huge play. It might be worth noting that this team does not have Elijah Surratt right now, and they throw to the outside, but he does not get a first down, but gets out of bounds. They still have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, and Hemby is stopped short. He did not get there. Purdue makes a stand on defense with Braylon Charles. And with 2 minutes to go, they're going to throw, and it's caught for a first down by Nitro Tuggle. And now Indiana begins to send pressure, but Maccabee runs for 8 yards. Indiana shockingly not using timeouts, but they stop Maccabee here, and they still will not call a timeout. And Brown is going to throw for Maccabee, a dangerous pass, and was almost his 7th interception of the season. Parath 2 for 2, this is from 51, and it is right down the middle. So Purdue extends the lead to 24. And Mendoza looks, he's got a man on the outside. It's Charlie Becker again. 33 seconds to go. Fernando Mendoza fires to Hemby in the backfield. It's complete and does not get the first down. Mendoza is looking. He has time, and it's a dangerous pass. Broken up, incomplete. He's under center on 4th and 1 with 21 seconds to go, and they get a first down run with Black, and they will use a timeout. 19 seconds left. Fernando Mendoza is hit, and it's intercepted by the big man. Ian Jeffries takes it to the 19, and a fitting way to finish this game for Purdue. And here is Devin Mockabee. They run with him, and a Purdue legend takes it in one more time at Rossade, his second touchdown of the game. And the Boilermakers have really blown it open. The Parath PAT is good, making it 44-13. And 5 seconds to go at the 23-yard line. It looks like a prevent Hail Mary situation with Mendoza. He steps up, he could run, there's a bunch of green grass, but no, he just runs out of bounds, and that sums up the day it's been for Indiana. But for Purdue, they are going to the Big Ten championship game, and they will take back the old Oaken Bucket, and it will stay in West Lafayette for another year. Thank you so much for watching this edition of the Old Oaken Bucket. The Purdue Boilermakers ranked 17th, win their 10th game of the season, 44-13 over the 9th-ranked Indiana Hoosiers. Here's Ryan Brown as our Discover Player of the Game with 239 passing yards and 2 total touchdowns. But really an unbelievable turnaround for this Boilermaker squad. Well, look at our game highlights. There was one of the Indiana sacks we had. But overall, Purdue completely dominated this game. And we will see you next Saturday where Purdue will take on Oregon or Michigan.